Hi, and welcome to your mid-month November tarot reading here with Red Earth Goddess. Welcome. I have here the Dragon's Tarot. And for the mid to the end of the month of November, I have here some divination messages to come through for you, okay? And to get a little bit of the background going on and to have you acquainted, we have here my favorite baby gargoyle. Behind me we have the triple crone in her beautiful aspect with a candle lit on top. And just over here we have a red knot, symbolizing root power and power of the red goddess itself, herself, in her raw self. Now, with the three faces of the goddess that is now facing forward to us with the candle lit, she is pregnant. She is pregnant and she is giving birth to new projects. And with her companion, the dragon, we will now give messages for you. The stone that we're working with during this time is the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye protects against any evil, negative eyes, thoughts, intentions, and patterns, or anything that has been sent outside of yourself or even within you that you have not realized that has been sent around. So this is a very good protection stone. It works very similar as the evil eye protector, the Nazar amulet. A very grounding stone, a very determination stone, a very successful, victorious stone. Work with the tiger's eye. Okay guys, let's get this reading started. Working with my higher self as usual, as always, to connect you with the messages that must come through for mid to the end of November 2016. If any cards come flying out, that is meant to speak out through at this time. And if nothing comes out, what that means is something new and fresh. Okay? Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. The first card that came through is the 7 of chalices. Okay? It looks so as though to me with this card, this is a beautiful card. I got this deck yesterday on my way leaving the Sharon Temple. And just to give you a reference, Mount Albert and Sharon, the town of Sharon, which used to be known as the town of Hope, there is now 50,000 homes being built in that area. 50,000. So there's a lot of changes taking place there, and a lot of new things being built. Lots of people coming in. So there will be a lot of residents and a lot of commercial and a lot of, businesses coming forth. The 7 of chalices in this deck, if you see, it looks like there's a man here who is getting ready to, would you say the word take advantage of this beautiful woman? Or perhaps he drank a little too much and he's been visually dreaming of being with a specific girl during this time. Okay, so it could be that in your past, if you're a male or a female, you feel as though, or you have literally gone through a situation when you were younger where you could have been taken advantage of. And this doesn't necessarily have to be physically. It could be that you were literally taken advantage of in the workforce, at home, or just a random person, okay? Emotionally, verbally, physically, okay? And it could be that the person was intoxicated with many addictions. Okay, or it could be just you had a really bad past and justice never served itself at that time, or you felt as though it never did. Well, I'm just here to tell you right now. It's funny because today is the 16th of November, and 16 equals to 7. 7 of chalices. I keep saying challenges. Now, I just got some sage going on. For those who have been visually thinking of somebody, you have this vital connection during this time, okay? It could be someone from your past, or it could be someone in the present. But the message that comes with this, and I know usually the 7 of Cups is a little different in the traditional tarot, but what I'm getting with the vibe is with this card is, for starters, there's a few different things going on. Some of you, something happened to you literally. You were taken advantage of in a physical way, like this photo. Justice wasn't served. Other ways, it was something from your at work where your boss treated you very bad and you walked out or you got fired and nothing was served. Justice wasn't served. Another thing that I'm seeing is you're a man and you've met this woman and you cannot get her out of your head because you have a very strong magnetic attraction to this person. It's like everywhere that you go, you see her. Everywhere that you go, and it's not planned, you just bump into her, and you're somebody that really believes in synchronicities and things happen for a reason. And you just, when she's around you, you feel such a magnetic pull that you know that this is divinely willed. This is not just coincidence, okay? And you can't get that out of your head at this time. And it's not like a sick obsession or anything. It's actually very healthy. It's just that your mind has been questioning when you'll see this person again, and if you're able to see this person again outside of where you're bumping into them. That's what I mean by if you'll see this person again. I feel as though with the third one, if you're someone who can identify with this, the third one is, I feel as though this is a work thing where the two of you work literally in the same location, but it's two different businesses. So one door next to another door type of thing. And you or her feel kind of shy or not embarrassed, but kind of don't want to go against the boss and you know, start chatting each other up and asking for each other's numbers when everyone's watching. Okay. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months max. Okay. But I'd say about 7 days, you're going to bump into this person, and it's going to be outside of hours, working hours, okay? And if that's not the case, and you do bump into this person outside of hours, hit them up, talk to them, see how they feel about you. And you know what? Do the traditional way of asking for someone's number. Now, if this was in terms of seeking justice for a wrong that had been done to you but was not done, I'm literally here to tell you that karma, judgment, the universal laws, Saturn in particular, watches. Remember the tiger's eye. Nothing is not seen. in the eye of the universe. Whatever this person has done to you will be done to them, if not worse. And justice will. So you're going to hear something very soon. If this is for the 1 and 2 that I named, the first 2, you're going to hear something very, very soon. An answer that has happened. Justice to your boss or to somebody. Okay? It's going to come through a text message or bumping into someone, an email. But you're going to get an answer, and it's going to be when you completely forget about it. It's going to happen very quick. Forget about it meaning you've already kind of forgotten about it, but it's come up to the surface now to discuss. Okay? That's what I'm picking up with this. And that's another feeling that I got to bring up the red knot, because I feel as though on the root chakra, you know, there's knots. You're tied to certain people because justice wasn't served, but the will of the divine, Saturn, and the universal laws have not forgotten. Although Saturn is a very slow and cold planet, it still does not forget, and it's the planet that writes its deeds down, your deeds down, and everyone else's deeds down, the laws. Okay, so it will reap, it will come back, and everyone will be served. And then we've got the Hanged Man. Now, of course, in the traditional tarot cards, the Hanged Man is a man that is hanged, opposite, reversed. But in this card deck, you will see here a green and white flag with a kingdom in front of a kingdom with a red dragon on there. So I feel as though this is going to allow you to feel, one or from the 3 that I've named, you're going to feel a lot stronger with where you are in your life at this time. Sometimes, you know, going back to the first 2, when justice hasn't served something, inside of us we feel resentment because it has not come out. It hasn't been resolved. And even the people who were around, or even if they weren't around, there's friends, there's family, there's employers that this affects. Whether it's your boss's family or friends, they can pick up on these things, whether they talk about it or not. Your family and friends or employers, that co-workers that you worked with, it affects them too, because they feel that justice has not served as well. But during this time, like I said, you're going to hear a lot of quick messages, okay? And these quick messages are here to ensure you that, oh boy, there are consequences, okay? There are consequences for those who do not fulfill the roles that have been given to them. There are consequences to those who are treated as an underdog, yet they work very hard and they do the work for other people. Those who do not notice how hard they work and they are treated badly, they will receive more, better, okay? And sometimes you do deserve better by walking out of a situation. You deserve much better. You know, you are much more mature by walking out of a situation than igniting within it and making it worse, allowing it to get worse. So if you walked out of a situation, then congratulations, because you are the better person by walking out and being mature. Okay, I feel like with this card though, there's a victory. I know it's not a victory card, it's not a 6 of Wands card, but I do feel that there's a sense of victory because you are the bigger person to really be able to look around and say, what is going on around here? You know, what has happened in the last 10 years of my life? Whatever happened to that situation 10 years ago? Okay, did I make mistakes in my life? Did I make correct paths in my life or choices in my life because of those actions or deeds that were, you are the bigger person to really be able to look around and say, what is going on around here? You know, what has happened in the last 10 years of my life? Whatever happened to that situation 10 years ago? Okay. Did I make mistakes in my life? Did I make correct paths in my life or choices in my life because of those actions or deeds that were done to me, or I choose to do it to other people? Because they do determine what we are, you know, choices in life when things happen sometimes. But I do feel that the victory is here because the red dragon is here. Okay, you have a lot of protection. Look, if you see here, there's a it's not a red dragon, but there's a dragon here about to attack. So that's a form of Saturn. That's a form of the law, as in justice will serve. And you're going to hear about it very quickly, okay? And that's your royal kingdom. So you're very important. That's what that means. You are an important person. You're an important individual. You're important where you've worked. Your past 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 6 years, 2 years, 1 year was very important. You, whether you felt taken advantage of or you literally were or not, you are important. And you have that power within you to take whatever has happened and to turn it into something brilliant. Like I said, there's a kingdom. The next card we have is the Two of Swords. This is such an awesome card deck. Let's light some more sage. So, excuse me. With the Two of Swords, of course, what this means is there's two people connected here. This is about two people during this time. Okay? Two people. Like I said, I've been picking up 3 different scenarios, going back to the 7 of chalices. If it comes to the first scenario where literally you were physically taken advantage of, or verbally or emotionally or anything of that nature outside of work, or, you know, I feel that what this has done for you is turn you into a very intelligent person where you're able to detect when something is about to go wrong. You're able to detect and see when something is about to go wrong. It's like your intuition, but your common sense, your street sense has been heightened, and you're able to see when something is about to go wrong. So you're able to communicate that to people that you know. Again, justice will be served because there is a shield. There's a logo. And there's a P here. P for power. Root power. Dragon power. With this 2 swords of protection, okay? The Two of Swords in the traditional tarot is not exactly the same vibes as this one here, but I am using the Dragon Tarot, so I'm going with my intuition here, okay? If this is a scenario with that workforce, then in this workforce, truths are going to come out. Everyone's truths, everyone's sides are going to come out. And it's going to be surfaced, and you're going to get a phone call of someone that treated you bad, whether it was a boss. Either they are going to get fired, they have been fired, they've walked away, or they've really come to realize what they did wrong, which is not confront you, not admit what happened. And now there will be a new boss or a new situation. Like I said, this is all going to come through messages. A new boss, a new situation, a new person that saw or knew or heard how hard you worked. Could be that the past employers want you back and they ask that you return this new employer. Okay? this new, boss or whoever it is. It's connected, it's interconnected. And if it's not a boss, it's someone connected to the organization, okay? Now, if this is that third situation, scenario, where there is that man or guy who's definitely magnetically attracted to a female that works in a very similar situation or area, and they're both kind of embarrassed or afraid to show their attraction and to speak to each other outside of what they sell or what they're into or at work, because they're afraid they'll get into trouble by, you know, giving each other's numbers at the workplace, you know. If you're the female and you're watching this, he's coming. 7 days, he's gonna ask. And it's going to be in such a manner where it literally, this synchronicity, you're going to be out, he's going to be out of the location, and it's just going to smack. You guys are going to bump into each other like that. And that's when it's going to come out and you guys are going to talk. And I highly suggest, if you feel it's a safe situation, you're comfortable with this person, you've known them, you've seen them enough times where you both feel this is beyond synchronicity, let's exchange numbers, do it. But do it outside of the work, okay? Because if this is connected to that nagging boss who does not fulfill what they say they will and makes you do things that they don't do, like fulfill management roles and you're not even a manager, don't do it in front of them. That's why I'm picking up that third, and he knows about it, okay? And if you are the male that's watching this and you have your eyes set on that female, step up with your manhood, okay? Watch where she's at. Don't stalk. Don't be creepy. Just watch where she's at. And when it's safe for everyone involved, because you want her to feel protected, that's when you should walk in and chat. If you're a smoker, go out for a smoke. If you see her walking out, chat her up, and there you go. 5 of chalices. And in this card, we see here a beautiful, looks Tibetan, looks Thai, looks Asian buildings here with a beautiful lake or a beautiful ocean. I want to say ocean. A green dragon and 5 cups being swayed in the direction of the dragon. It looks like one of the, it's kind of similar to the Tower card, but it's not the Tower card. One of it's being burnt down, of the little buildings in the water, okay? But do not despair. This is kind of a fear that's stopping you from moving forward during this time with whatever it is, okay? This is a fear from the past, and I feel like it won't come true. And let's just say it did come true. This is a good thing, because if you look at this photo, this building on the water was never stable to begin with. It wasn't really real. It wasn't for you. Whether it was a relationship, a situation that you were taken advantage of at the workforce or in the past with another man, or whatever situation, it wasn't a stable situation. So it's being burnt away out of your presence. Remember, the laws are watching. It's being taken out of your psyche, your auric field. It's being burnt. Fire is the element that burns negativity in the alchemical field, burns negativity and turns it into something else, okay? So this is your chance, because if you can see here in the photo, you're leaving with 5 cups, One of the cups is on the dragon's tail. So this dragon is a very protective totem. Very protective spirit. And nothing else in the back has been burnt down. So you don't know if this dragon is going to go and swim in this direction. And maybe there's a land there waiting for them, a new employment, an employment where you're already at. But like I said, that management needs to leave. That boss needs to leave. A new boss is coming in. That man or woman that you have your eyes set on. The people that were preventing you from talking. It's all, that's being burnt out. You know what? Let's do one more card just to get an answer as to confirm this situation. Yeah, we want to be able to confirm. Okay. Wow. I was hoping for one card, but 3 cards came out. Okay. Let's read it. Let's read it this way, just the way it came out. The first card that came out is Infante of Wands. So if you can see here, it's a dragon inside of a baby, a newborn baby that's resting and sleeping. As I mentioned, we've got the triple goddess here in the back and the face that she's in. You can't see it because I haven't brought her up close to you. She's pregnant. She's got a belly. Let me bring it up. You see that? She's pregnant. She's about to give birth. Now, if you see this card, you see the dragon here, seeing the baby. I want you to know during this time, you've got real protectors around you. Whether you're physically pregnant or you're pregnant with ideas, your destiny, your fate is waiting for you to walk through the door and you're feeling obstacles and challenges. You're kind of confused because other people are envious of you, getting in the way, preventing you from fulfilling the path, the choices with those you are meant to be with, in the workforce or anything that's happened to you in the past. Don't be alarmed. You're very protected. Whatever you're going through, it needs to happen because you are now an adult in terms of your choices that you make. You are now aware of these choices. You are now aware of the consequences for not even just yourself, but how it affects other people and how other people's choices affects not only you, but everyone in the workforce, everyone in the past, including that man or woman that you have your eyes set on, okay? But remember, just like she's very protected. And just to show you this beautiful candle holder. That was the mother. This is the maiden. I love it. The maiden is holding, there's Pan here. There's some amazing animals. Rabbits. She's got a rose in her hand. Anyways, guys. So you're very protected, okay? So there's a lot of protection around you that whatever happens, just don't stop. If you do feel confused and you've walked out of a situation to be the bigger person, so nobody gets hurt, again, congratulations, you've made a good choice, but just don't stop. You may feel that you've had to stop or you don't know what direction to go to, but you're going to hear something come through very, very quickly. And if you have any other opportunities, do seek them out, do get into them, because something may come better for you, whether it's better pay, employers get taken care of better. And this can also apply in situations of relationships or past situations, okay? Because when you move forward with what you're supposed to do and you forget about that situation in the past, it will resolve itself. And you're going to hear something about it, okay? Like I said. Then we got the Eight of Pentacles. And we've got a lot of green dragons coming forth, okay? This looks like it's got a Mayan or an Aztec feeling behind it. The 8 is all about karma, infinity. If you can see the shape, the snake is going in spirals. As above, so below. Past and the future is interlinked. People in your past are interlinked. Karma is interlinked. Whatever has happened to you, or whatever you've done or treated someone in the past, whether it was good, whether it's bad, if you went out of your way to treat someone amazing, if you gave gifts away to the homeless, if you gave your time away to people who during the holidays or their birthday, they were lonely, anything at all, it will come back to you. And I feel like at this time you're questioning that, or you're not even questioning, or you may not even believe that's the case, because in the past you really haven't seen things work out for you, even when you've done so much for other people. But don't you worry, timing is everything. 8 means timing, the right timing, okay? And the 9 is a completion here, okay? The 9 of Pentacles. And with this card, I honestly feel like it's over. Whatever situation has harmed you, whether that person was to see your eye to eye in the same perception of what was done to you, or what they did to you, or you did to, whatever it was, doesn't matter. It has and it will be resolved. And they don't need to see things in your eyes. Because a lot of times I feel like you may think, I just wish they could see the way I felt. I wish they could feel the way I felt so they know what it feels like. You never know. They may have it worse. Something else may happen. But it shouldn't matter to you, okay? Because the time is for you to move forward with everything that's presenting itself. And I'm going to pick one more card just so I can give you a message on what is presenting itself to you at this time, to give you that extra dose of empowerment, okay? Queen of Chalices. If you can see here, the dragon's face. Does not the dragon look so content? So what I feel like is you're going to receive a lot of compassion during this time. I know the Queen of Chalices, or the Queen of Cups, is associated with Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. We are in the Scorpion astrological timing frame right now, okay? And even when we hit Sagittarius in the Western astrology, in the Vedic, we're still accordingly in the Scorpion. Okay, these are water signs. They are not all compassionate signs, but water is the element of intuition, compassion, intuition. So pay attention to that intuition. There's a sense of life with water. We drink water. Our bodies are 70 to 80% of water. Therefore, there's life where there's water. Water cleanses and purifies as well. Water, when you take a shower, when I take a shower, when I bathe, when you do, don't you just feel the impurities leave your body, mind, and soul? I do meditations in the shower where I visualize white and gold light cleansing away that cup. You know, I visualize an angel bringing a cup and pouring it down my crown, and that cup of water is golden white. And in the physical, practical level, I sense the water going down my crown. So that's a visualization technique that you can do. But on a physical level, when we're near the lake, the ocean, or even just taking a shower, or even putting a foot bath, do we not feel relaxed? Do we not feel better? So I feel like you're going to get a message by someone who has Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces in their main chart. And they're going to deliver this message to you with compassion. It could be that your new boss is one of these signs. It could be that that guy who has their eyes set on you is one of these signs. Okay? But there's a lot of compassion. There's a lot of contentment. Look at that river. Look at that waterfall. And pay attention to the two lotuses. There's one that's about to bloom. Pay attention to those lotuses. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed your mid to the end of November 2016 at Dragon Tarot. Divination reading here with Red Earth Goddess. In the back of the deck, I just want to share this message, what it says. It says, in every civilization, during every period, the myth of the dragon is in the hearts of men. So, if it is in your heart, if you've kept resentment in your heart, if you have love in your heart, and I'm sure you do, I'm sure we all do, this is the time where it will all resolve itself. It will go into that alchemical fire. It will be streamed out in that life-giving force of water, and something new will come for you. And if it doesn't come for you, then it's just that vibration and that feeling that's being burnt and taken away, flowing away, and you'll be able to see your life in a new way, in a new light, and make better choices for your life, working with your intuition, of course, to move forward. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. To have a personalized reading with me, visit redearthgoddesstemple.com. Click on services. All my readings are $25. Send me an email at redearthgoddess@gmail.com. We could discuss different types of divination, or if you would prefer me not to use any tools at all. But do send me an email at redearthgoddess@gmail.com and visit me at redearthgoddesstemple.com. Thanks, guys. See you soon.